Good afternoon, everyone. It's Angry Turtle with 5 o'clock Turtlecast. Whatever news we have, whatever questions you have, I'm here to answer. Your favorite turtle person. I hope I'm your favorite turtle person. If you know other turtle that is your favorite, that's not good. That's not good if you have better turtle than me. I want to be your only turtle friend. Oh, I need to mute that. Preview need to be muted, but at least I know it's working. Hello there, who's in the chat? Let me say hi. Sebastian, hello. Dan X, Twisted Adjust, The Bunny, Crystal Fire, Glowstick, Spiteful Anger, Dr. Atomic, Michael Yost, Mookie Wilson, TFE Archive, Gluttonous Girl, Rudy Monster, Samik Mojo, Isra, James Smith, Trojan, John Thomas, and Johannes Fifth. Welcome. Yeah, I have my large mocha, skimmed mocha. I continue my skimmed latte / skimmed mocha diet. It's working very well for me so far, so I will stay on it for a little bit longer. And it's enjoyable. Not my best diet yet. And thank you, Rasco. Who else is there? Okay. Resno, Samik Mojo, Selling Sass, Krni, It's Angie, Zach Rollins, Edgar, Winterstale, Alex, Ernest Williams, Maldor, John Thomas, and okay. Anyone did I miss? Neil Patrick and Derek Smith. Welcome. All right. So first, the bad news. Bethesda remains silent. There is no Inside the Vault posted for the last 3 weeks in a row. The only news that have been posted, it was in relation to public test server in regards of next update. No mention of the roadmap. And we are almost halfway into 2023. So I'm expecting there will be no roadmap this year. Otherwise, we would get it already. Like, what do you, or maybe, just maybe Bethesda want to absolutely troll us and they will post a roadmap after publishing the last patch for 2023, and that will be the first roadmap that will be 100% accurate because they made it after the fact. That would be some kind of a genius. I don't know if that's what I should expect. I would call it a genius move. 100% accurate roadmap. The secret, go and make it after the year is over. So you know there will be no changes. Roadmap after Starfield, you think? Maybe, but then that will be a roadmap for 2024. And because Starfield is such a grind for Bethesda, I'm really worried about it. I want Starfield to be so good, but I'm a little bit worried if they need to drag so much man force, the power. I don't know, can you still say man? I mean, man and woman force, people force. I don't know how you even should say it those days. The power force to work on the game. I don't know if that's a good sign, because this game supposedly, Starfield, should be ready a year ago. So we are already a year late. And yes, I do have a large coffee mug. But I'm cheating a little bit because it says I've cut back to just 1 cup a day. But recently, I up it again to 2 cups a day, so I'm back to 2 cups a day. Just cups went bigger and bigger and bigger. So how big cup do I need to cut back down to 1? I don't know if I'll be able to lift bigger cup. All right. Enough fun. There's always fun, but enough making fun of me. Now I'm trying to go to the Discord and answer your questions. There is probably a bunch of questions already waiting for me. So let me just switch to the Discord. Usernames are evolving. I thank you. I don't like this idea, Discord. Keep the usernames as they are. Do not evolve them, please. It's probably too late. I don't know why the app developers always need to evolve some things that are not needed and make things worse. I don't want usernames to evolve. I like them as they are now. Okay, I found it. Now, switching the camera. There we go. Discord. First is Chippy. I heard someone say that Enclave Plasmas might be receiving an adjustment reduction to AP cost, and a chance you've heard something about this. Oh, I didn't heard anything about it. I didn't test it, so I honestly do not know. There was definitely nothing about it in patch notes, so that's not it. Oh, Jeremy with a special message, our member for 2 months, is saying, "So good to see you, Turtle. I hope all is going well in your neck of the woods. Now, where is the ultimate Tesla build video?" I do have Rambo Commando. That is a Tesla build. I mean, I could do maybe more dedicated, but that's already for Tesla. So let me know what you think about my Rambo Commando build. Is it good for you for the Tesla? It was made with a Tesla. Next, Loki Brit. Hey, I'm curious about something. I recently found about how toxic goo doesn't work with lead belly. Is there any way, consumables-wise, to get rats with lead belly, or is it now impossible with that being fixed? Thanks. The idea of lead belly is that whatever you consume do not give you rats. That's why it was created, so it working as it's supposed to be is rather good than bad news. So you can either not use it and get rats from consumables, or switch to Gamma Gun for self rats. That's the simplest workaround. Just a Gamma Gun and shoot at your feet. And some suggestion to use glowing blood, but this is less accessible than toxic goo. Oh, there is a long one from Mr. Retro Pro Frank. And Retro Pro Frank is saying, "Hello, Mr. Turtle. Was wondering what your thoughts are if Bethesda would be able to raise the private server limit to 24 or anything above 8. I don't understand how they only expect us to have 8 friends." I was for a long time thinking about it too. But now, since my friend list broke, it's no longer on my mind. Now I would love to have 8 friends on my private server, as I can be there only alone. Next, there are multiple people trying to run community events. With multiple people, it would make things so much easier if we can have access to a 24-person private. We do have Fallout First now, but what if they offered a premium package like Fallout First Plus or Fallout First Premium, with a charge a couple dollars more a month for the work they have to do into making this happen? Would you support it? Yes. Do you think that they able to do this? Yes. P.S. I know your friend list is broken. Oh, yeah. And I'm sorry about that. But that topic aside, do you think that they would ever change this if we come together as a community? Keep up the great work, my friend. Mainly, I think for Bethesda it depends how many people would pay extra. If they will charge 50% extra for a bigger server, will they get like 20% of Fallout First population to pay it? If they would be convinced that about 1 in 5 Fallout First subscribers is willing to spend more money for bigger server, they will probably do it. But I do expect they think it's a real minority, as most people is paying for Fallout First not for the server, but for unlimited storage, for scrap and ammo. So they don't want to put work in that will not greatly benefit income. And that's a sad reality of video games in our times. Income comes first. Yeah, I don't like either, but that's how it is. But I do still hope one day we'll get it. And I do still hope one day my friendless will get fixed. Chippy again. Hello, Turtle. I've heard different things. Can you confirm if 40% less damage while power attacking works on auto melees? It does not. Or is it still broken? It is still broken. Next, Mr. Kill. How that the Holy Fire is re-rollable, does that mean that full range vaporization nozzle is back with any legendary effect? Kind of. Don't forget, Holy Fire does not have a full range. It does offer standard nozzle range with equivalent of short barrel. So it's not as long of a range as long barrel on regular flamer. It is unique. This blue flame is unique. It has less range than standard flamer with standard nozzle, but more range than standard flamer with vaporization nozzle. So it's in between. Is it intended or a bug? That's always a good question that even developers usually cannot answer. So I'm restraining myself from speculating what is intended and what is bug after multiple fails predicting this stuff in the past. For example, as we are at Flamers, I predicted that incredibly short range on vaporization nozzle is a bug, but Bethesda fixed it to show us all that it's a feature and it's supposed to be incredibly short range. Then I was predicting that super high damage with automatic melee weapons in first person, auto axe and chainsaw is a bug, and third person view lower damage is intended. Bethesda fixed that to give chainsaws and auto axes full damage in first and third person, proving me wrong once again. So I was wrong too many times what is a feature and what is a bug, so I'm not even trying anymore. It is how it is. Next, also, what's the herbivore food that boosts the agility stat the most? Not max AP, I know that one. Oh, it's complicated food. There is no simple food. There is some tea with additional ingredients that boost agility the most. I forgot the name. I would need to check in game. Fortunately, the regular stuff is not boosting it too much. So boosting stats by maximum as a herbivore, it's tough. It's much easier as a carnivore. Now, what Sparko is saying. I'm facing some trouble to include the ammo converter into my camp. I have learned the plan and have the machine in the list, but can't make it. I have enough space in my camp and of course all the materials needed. Oh, that's odd. You have enough left of a budget in your camp? Then I don't know why you cannot place it. I don't know in that case. I cannot help you, I'm sorry. Resno, does Grenadier still not work on the legendary effect bullet explode? I mean, it kind of works, but it's still like it was. It works inside VATS, doesn't work outside of VATS. Moonfixer, I'm using the electric plasma cutter as a backup weapon to my fixer. Can I get away with just using Incisor and Martial Artist to make the Plasma Cutter valuable? Thanks for your time. Yes, you absolutely can, if you are a carnivore and you're gonna support yourself with some food buffs. Food buffs for melee over the perk cards boosting damage. So as long as you have your Incisor, you are good damage-wise. If you want to swing faster, you need Martial Artist. But you don't really need Gladiator perks. You can go without those. So we are back to the chat now. I hope some of my answers have been helpful. And hello there, everyone who's joining us now. Okay, let me see the chat. Let me catch up. Yeah, I don't know if we ever get the bigger private server. That's one thing I wanted from day one. They introduced private servers, but did not happen. Bethesda don't own the servers. Yeah, that's true. They are renting the servers. But I think that's for most developers. I doubt it. Really, anyone have enough budget to place their own servers across the globe. So you cannot have servers in just one country if you want the game to work everywhere. You need servers everywhere. Good evening, George. And Tori and Sia. Would you trust giving a cute little dog a can of food from Fallout 76? Would you trust no rats in it? That dog will be probably fine, glowing slightly. So dog food will be perfectly fine. It works on a lot of vault dwellers. They eat it. There's lots of dog food lovers in Fallout 76, and they are doing just fine. So I think it's safe. Someone is saying that steeped melon blossom chai is boosting agility more. You have a lot of game crashes on PS4. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, unfortunately about the game crashes, I don't know there are good solutions to that, especially on consoles. The older consoles have serious issues handling this game. Oh, Israel want pets that you can feed in the game? Yeah, that would be definitely awesome if we could get that. Okay, let me see quickly on Bethesda server on Discord if they put any announcement recently. Oh. Yesterday, servers experienced problems. I didn't even know. Probably not in the time I was trying to log in. But it looks like for about 1 hour there was problem with logging in. But it was fixed. No new announcements for public test server. I see more discussion about dot damage being very weak, and I absolutely agree. Mapex is always doing awesome work, showing Bethesda the calculation. He calculated that against enemy that has 100 fire resist, the Holy Fire will be capable of doing 2 damage, fire damage per second from burn over the time of 3 seconds total. Imagine how powerful dot this is. By the way, it is a much more powerful burn than regular flamer has. So from regular flamer you can expect less than 1 damage per second over 3 seconds. Taking into consideration that endgame super mutants, we are looking at something like 800 health, if not more. 2 damage per second, duration of 3 seconds, 6-7 damage on the super mutant that have 800 health, that less than 1% of super mutant health bar. So you'll probably see 1 pixel or 2 pixels drop from the health bar if you wait 3 seconds for a full burn damage. And that's supposed to be cool and powerful. Dot. Yeah, they need to do something about those dots. It's way too weak. And it was calculation versus enemy with 100 fire resist. Super mutants, we are looking more at like 200 fire resist, so it will be even less. Even less. The dot damage, all the weapons. The only dot that is currently working is bleed, because bleed is a true damage in Fallout 76, so it ignores all the resistances and damage mitigation. Ignores everything. That's why I call it true damage. It directly applies to enemy health bar. Those are the news from PTS discussion. Are you looking for boss role-playing group? There are all type of role-playing groups in Fallout. So you can find, if you'll be looking on Discords, definitely boss and enclave are widely represented, as well as responders and raiders. I don't know if there is like role-playing group for Free States. As Free State is basically dead in-game, and it's looked like that in community too. Did you encounter any free players, any role players for Free States? I did not. If not counting people wearing Free State outfits and skins because they just like it. The Holy Fire is incoming reward that can drop from new public events. We are getting 2 new public events in June, and they drop in total 9 unique weapons. So one of those is Holy Fire. Oh, Brian, thank you a lot for $3. Appreciate that. Brian Redfern? I could have mispronounced that. I should stick to Brian the cat, because there is a cat on the picture. So thank you a lot. Oh, Bacon Nation! Thank you a lot for joining Turtle's army! Welcome, and may the shell be with you. Bacon Nation, welcome. Enjoy. I hope you'll join us for a member hangout just after we finish Turtlecast. Yes, Free States is new, introduced in 76. It's small faction in those bunkers in the swamp area that was there and got extinct basically after the war. Oh, your main is Free Stater, but you can't say you roleplayed a lot. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I cannot wait for those new events either. The Angry Turtle is so cool. I mean, Ogwa. It's so cool. And I'm proud to say, so far, I didn't shoot at Ogwa even once. I always just heart emoji during the event, and everyone else needed to do damage if they wanted to succeed in event, as I couldn't get myself into doing this atrocious thing and murdering helpless turtle. I mean, not so helpless, but innocent. Oh, and about the holy fire. I hope it's intended how it is now. As I saw reports on public test server, people reporting holy fire having decent range as a bug. They are like, holy fire has too high range. It should be like normal flamer with vaporization nozzle. And I was like, that you consider that a bug? Come on. That's a feature. Oh, Jeremy, thank you a lot for gifting 5 memberships. And who do I welcome to Turtles Army? I'm welcome Dabani, Mises, Dawn's Doom, Raphael Miller, and Benji Meister DK. Welcome to Turtles Army, and may the shell be with you. I don't know if it's possible to tame it. I did not saw any reports of anyone successfully taming any of new cryptids. Most likely it's not possible, as I didn't saw anyone taming a ship squatch either, so I don't think those can be tamed. There is no automatic Crusader pistols. Oh, actually, the new Ogwa is not dropping anything. The arm weapon is a reward from the event. It's not dropping on the body. But I did took all the loot. Yes. I believe after it is dead, it's no longer my concern. It's done. What's done, it's done. It can be looted. As long as it's alive, I'm trying to defend it. After it's dead, it's game over. Let's loot it. A proper wastelander behavior. Oh, Daddy Dave, thanks a lot for 11 bucks. Appreciate that. And message is, enjoy a pint on me. Oh, thank you a lot. I will. I mean, at this moment, I'm enjoying my coffee, but later on, why not? Thank you. Yes, the new weapons will be tradable. At least they are on the public test server. I hope this will not be changed. I like it tradable. And I saw a lot of complaints. People saying that new weapons after rerolling will be better than existing weapons, and that's bad. But in my opinion, that's good. Like, how is it bad when new, slightly better items can appear on the market to revitalize the trades and people chasing something new? I know it's cool, like someone has a perfect, let's say, anti-armor, faster fire rate, weightless flamer, and is proud of it. And now there will be a holy fire that you could reroll to get anti-armor, faster fire rate, weightless, and it would be slightly better than regular flamer. But I think slightly better because you can use it with regular nozzle and get better range but less damage, so it's trade-off. But why is it wrong? We have a new weapon that can be better and you can trade it? Yeah, trade it. Okay, the old weapons will not be as valuable as they are now, but that's evolution of the game. It need to happen. If we go into stagnation mode and we protect everything that now has value, like it cannot drop at any time at all, it would mean we are not allowed to have any new stuff. And I'm against that. I want to have new, better items over time, something new to grind, something new to add to the collection. Yeah, true that stash weights is a problem, but I still want new stuff. And they are fixing the weightless effect on weapons, so relatively, already I will get stash increase as I have a bunch of weapons with weightless. After it will apply correctly to all the weapons, that's free stash space for me. So it's already improvement. Does the turtle gauntlet replace the perfect roll gauntlet? Depends which one you have in mind. It will still not be the most powerful unarmed weapon, but at least it will be more in line with other weapons. As bare arm to begin with, it's unfortunately one of the weakest unarmed weapons. It's not on top. It's falling below Deathclaw Gauntlet, below Power Fist, and below Settler's Gauntlet. So now it will be more like on par with Power Fist or in similar power. Then still not the best. But the best looking for sure. Yeah, Foundation Vengeance killed the value of plenty of miniguns, and it's still fine. There's a lot of weapons that have been released, like Fixer basically removed all the combat weapons, combat rifles from use, as it was so much better. But everyone survived, everyone is trading Fixers now. You step up, and combat rifles are newbie weapons now, so it's fine. We need some easily accessible and cheap weapons for newbies, and more expensive, harder to obtain weapons for endgame players. That's actually normal in my opinion. That's how it's supposed to be. Is it possible to get Enclave Plasma Pistol to drop with a reflex sight? Oh, I honestly don't know. I don't know if there is a list what can drop. I would say most likely it is, but I don't know. We definitely need more power for rifleman weapons. Will we get it? I don't know. We should get more, in my opinion, more unique rifles that have some effect benefiting rifleman playstyle. They fixed the Gauss rifle and shotgun. Oh, you mean getting stuck when firing? I don't think so. Mr. House, you got quad fixer with 25% faster fire rate and less watts. Is that a... Yeah, that's a perfect roll. That is a perfect roll. Alternatively, you could have watts critical damage, but if you are going for speedrun on bosses, faster fire rate will win with full boost versus 50% crit damage. Alright, I think I answered all the questions, and there was really not as much new stuff this week, so I will be heading over to the member hangout now. Thank you a lot everyone for joining this Turtlecast, and green names, Turtle Army. See you in 1 minute. I will just switch this live stream off, and start our hangout. So everyone, I wish you a good evening, morning, or afternoon, depending where you live on our beautiful planet, and see you in the next one. Turtle out.